Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and I'm here to help you with your US citizenship interview. Today I'm going to go over the 100 civics questions in random order and I'll throw in some extra special tips. All right, are you ready to start? Let's go. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there are 50 states. So 1 star per state. 50 stars, 50 states. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Communism. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Louisiana. What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court. Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes. Nobody likes taxes. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Now this answer will vary. You have 2 senators per state, so make sure to look yours up. You can just answer one of those. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? 18 and older. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Crow. Name one of the 2 longest rivers in the United States. The Mississippi River. What is an amendment? A change to the Constitution. Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York Harbor. Who did the United States fight in World War II? Japan, Italy, and Germany. And if you like acronyms, that spells JIG. J-I-G. What is one reason colonists came to America? Freedom. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? All people of the state. Name one right only for United States citizens. To vote in a federal election. And that's the reason a lot of you want to become U.S. citizens. To vote. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? July 4th, 1776. And that is our Independence Day, the 4th of July. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? The Atlantic Ocean. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? He freed the slaves. And that was through the Emancipation Proclamation. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Checks and balances. You can also say separation of power. Either one is correct. What is the economic system in the United States? Market economy. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435. Who was president during World War I? Woodrow Wilson. And you can think of World War with the WW. Name one U.S. territory. Puerto Rico. What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? The Native Americans. You can also say American Indians. Either one. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. Who makes federal laws? Congress. We elect a U.S. Senator for how many years? 6. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. The Civil War. Who is the governor of your state now? There's only one per state, so go look yours up. How many amendments does the Constitution have? 27. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? To vote in a federal election. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? 2. And how long for senators? 6. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. When do we celebrate Independence Day? July 4th. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Slavery. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? He was a U.S. diplomat. What is the capital of your state? Make sure you look that one up because it varies per state. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Announced our independence from Great Britain. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? Life and liberty. They're both L's. What are 2 cabinet level positions? Attorney General, and Vice President. When was the Constitution written? 1787. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words? We the people. What does the Constitution do? Sets up the government. Name 2 national U.S. holidays. Christmas and New Year's Day. What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes President? The Vice President. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. How are you doing? Maybe take a little stretch, a little break. I wanted to mention we do offer live mock interviews on our website to help you prepare to pass your interview. So make sure to check it out if you need some help. All right, let's get back into it. If both the President and the Vice President can no longer serve, who becomes President? The Speaker of the House. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? To print money. Who is in charge of the executive branch? The President. What is freedom of religion? You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? The Pacific Ocean. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald Trump. Name your U.S. representative. Now this varies depending on where you live, so you'll actually need to type in your address to find your U.S. representative. Who is the commander-in-chief of the military? The President. What are the 2 major political parties in the United States? Democratic and Republican. What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of speech and freedom of religion. What did Susan B. Anthony do? She fought for women's rights. There were 13 original states. Name 3. New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire. And you can choose any 3 of the 13, but I find the ones with the new in front of them are the easiest to remember. When must all men register for the Selective Service? At age 18. Who vetoes bills? The President. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? The Civil Rights Movement. And don't confuse that with the Civil War. This is the Civil Rights Movement that tried to end racial discrimination. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? To be loyal to the United States. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? He fought for civil rights. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War II. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. John Jay. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Speech. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Because they have more people. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? To give a driver's license. If you look at your driver's license, you'll have your state up there, and you'll notice they all look different, state to state. Name one branch or part of the government. The President. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Any citizen can vote. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? April 15th. You don't want to be late. Who is the father of our country? George Washington. What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress? The Senate and the House of Representatives. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin D. Roosevelt. And the trick to remembering that is depression is with a D and Franklin D. Roosevelt. What is the political party of the president now? Republican. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. We elect a president for how many years? 4. And do you remember how many for a senator? 6. And how many for a House of Representatives? 2. Name one state that borders Canada. New York. How many US senators are there? 100. And it makes sense because there's 2 for each state. And how many states are there? 50. 2 times 50? 100 senators. In what month do we vote for president? November. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? J.D. Vance. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? 9. Who was the first president? George Washington, the father of our country. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? World War II. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? Africans. Name one state that borders Mexico. California, my state. What are 2 ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? Vote and run for office. All right, here's a bonus question. Just in case the officer asks you this, you'll know it. What is the form of government of the United States? Do you know? Republic. All right, that's it. How did you do? Did you get them all right? If not, go rewatch them and practice. I'll see you next time. Take care.